know.
Thank you, Kelly.
I finally got everything ready to go, which was nice. I gotta still
Yay!
switch all the names around, but I think we'll be fine.
Okay. All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Here we go. So, welcome back to Out of the Abyss. After a harrowing escape from the Drow, the Dark Elves, and their outpost of Velkenvelv, Mistress Ilvara Mizrin is on your tail, chasing you down through the winding tunnels of the Underdark. You made a daring escape with some of your fellow prisoners, and surprisingly, no one was lost during the escape. You find yourself at a fork in the Underdark Road. It's not clear where you're going or where you're headed. There's been some talk about being able to go to a settlement, Slubadop, on the edge of the Dark Lake, which is where Shushar is from, the large fish-like monk.
Yes.
There is a mechanic that I want you all to keep in mind. It's called a pursuit mechanic. You guys are being chased. There are 5 levels to a pursuit. At the 5th level, you will be found by the Drow that are chasing you. Currently, you are at a 4, because you can hear them just a couple hundred feet away, searching for you, with the growls and the yips of the Quaggoth right behind them.
Okay.
So, you enter into these tunnels, and you can see this eerie kind of haze, almost resembling the Aurora Borealis in the Northern Lights. It's a misty kind of green, bluish fog that wafts in and out of your line of sight. And every now and then you'll see pockets of it in the tunnels that you are in. But here you are with your entire party. One of your party members, the prince, who was thrown over the cliff into the spider webs, is not looking so hot. He is what looks like to be, he's not bleeding, there's no injuries on him, but he's extremely frail and pale. His skin is sallow and shriveled. It looks like he has been almost drained of fluid.
Spiders will do that.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do?
What? Spiders? Guys, we're not supposed to know this.
Creepy music it up, by the way, Tony.
Oh yeah, it's creepy music has been playing this whole time.
Wait, didn't we jump through spider webs?
You did.
We probably think they are spiders, so yeah. Well, I think the prince needs healed, but I'm going to assume that if I don't have the ability to renew my spells, I assume we're still at the same day, correct?
Correct. This is the same day. You are just minutes from escaping.
Yep. Okay. We got to heal him somehow. So, is there anything around? I know we're in pursuit, but as we're moving away from the pursuers, can I look around and see if I recognize anything that can be used to heal the prince?
Okay. Make a perception check.
Sure can. Okay, so let's get that there. And
that means I don't get my key back, or was I able to, rest?
No short rest. Nothing's happened yet.
Well, that'll be a 20.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So you're looking around the tunnels. You're looking for almost anything, and you actually see some what looks like to be cloth wraps that the two twin gnomes, Topsy and Turvy, have on them, sticking out of their pants pockets. They might be enough to stabilize with a good medicine check. You might be able to stabilize and stop any fluids from gushing out.
All right, we'll do a medicine check then.
I was gonna assist with Calden because he's quite wise.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Topsy and Turvy. You're about to go to Turvy and ask, and Topsy sort of stands in front of you and Turvy, and Topsy says, "What do you need?"
Well, our friend appears to be very sick, and we need the cloth that you have in order to stabilize him. Otherwise, he's not going to make it with us.
These are our cloths. We found them. We took them.
I understand, but if we don't use these cloths, he might not make it, and we may need him, and he'll owe you a favor. If you can stabilize him, imagine this big, strong character, able to do what you need him to do. Wouldn't that be useful? Isn't that a reasonable way to use your cloth?
He's apprehensive. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
All right, I was afraid of that. Wow.
You
Okay.
are, holy
Turvy.
crap, you're rolling tonight.
Turvy taps Topsy on the shoulder and whispers something into her ear. And she turns towards you and goes ahead and gives you the cloth bandages.
We appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cloths and take them over to the prince to do. I guess I had to do the medicine check.
Yeah, you did the medicine check with advantage 23.
Okay.
You wrap it up real nice and tight, and Prince Darendil is sort of like, oh my, thank you. I'm feeling quite faint. I greatly appreciate it. Do you know any songs to calm the nerves?
As a matter of fact, I do. I will give you a song of my people. So let me do this classic.
That might let them know where we are, right?
Well, no, I can do it very quietly. So I will play very short with my flute.
Make a performance check.
Got it.
Yeah. You're gonna lead him right to us. We're gonna get a 5 real fast here, guys.
It's okay. 14. You play it pretty softly, just very faintly, with just a very shallow breath.
Yes. And I tell our friend the prince, it is Topsy and Turvy you need to thank, because they're the ones that gave you the cloth.
I shall remember this, and once I get to my kingdom, I will knight all of you.
Outstanding. All right. We're on the way.
Yeah, Jim Jar comes up and is like, all right. I bet you if we don't get a move on, we're going to get caught. I bet you 10 platinum. Let's go.
That is not a bet. We need to run. So we need to probably go into the direction towards the light.
Okay. Who wants to lead?
I would like to nominate the fish guy to lead. Since he potentially knows where his people are.
I know where my people are. I do not know where I am.
Are we able to do a investigation check to see, maybe, since we kind of like see that there's this fork in the road, of what's going to be the right way to kind of go? Potential?
You can make a survival check as you sort of look around for any type of signs that would indicate which way to the Dark Lake. Okay. You stand in front and you start looking around. Let me see what you guys actually can see from here. Yeah, what you do notice in these patches of glowing eerie light to the north, the pathway that goes to the north, you actually see what seems to be a pile of bleached ribs arch above the dusty, rocky ground. Larger bones litter the ground like fallen logs in a forest, and a massive horned skull lies half embedded in dirt, or perhaps broken on the ground. At first glance, You suspect maybe you've come across the corpse of some type of dragon, but then you spy smaller bones from other creatures tangled up in this massive mound of ivory bone. To the south, it seems to be slightly darker and perhaps a little bit damp. There's a little bit of moisture and a quite a slight breeze.
So can Calden Arcana check the skull, see if he recognizes it before, if it's the skull of an animal?
Okay. You got to go up to it. So head on up to the pile.
Are you gonna head up to the pile? Have fun, buddy.
Does Calden want to take anyone with him?
Well,
Sure. Jock will go with him.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Sending both my characters, all right.
I told you we're sacrificing some people tonight.
Sereth actually nods and the Drow, and he steps forward and says, "I will take a look with you." Okay. Okay. Tell me what you're doing here.
Imagine we're just taking a look at some of these bigger skulls. We think they're the skull of a dragon. Is that true?
Okay. Go ahead and you can do a perception check or a nature check.
Okay, give me 1 second. Perception check. Nature check. Perception. Oh, yeah, it's 50-50. Okay.
All right, let's see. Huh?
I'm not gonna count. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured there.
No. Patrick, you're looking through, and the first thing that you do notice is this is a mound of all sorts of bones. There are all sorts of humanoid, animal, unidentifiable bones, things like large femurs to very just small, tiny bits of bone crumble. You do notice that there are some half-torn skeletal bodies that still actually have bits of armor on them, and what looks like to be some rusted weapons under the pile, also maybe a shield or two. And so that's the first thing you notice. The second thing you notice is you get a little bit closer to the skull and you recognize it's too small to be a dragon skull. It almost looks like it kind of looks like an ox skull. It's like the ox with the outturned horns.
How would an ox get into the Underdark?
I think you should be asking the question is, what killed these things rather than how did an ox get down here?
Well, I don't think it's an ox. and then yes, what killed them? So we could scavenge bits and baubles for the party. I don't think they'd be that effective, but some resistance is better than no resistance, or we could get a move on. Joe did kind of give us the idea that it is a little bit danker towards the south. So I don't know. What's the party feeling?
I'm feeling south. Sounds like the best answer. I don't want to mess. Yeah, I don't want to mess with anything that's got this.
I was gonna say, like, could we get some of those armor and some of those things so we can arm the party at least?
Yep, I'm good with that.
The question is if we do that, will it?
How much time is it gonna?
Well, how much time is it gonna take? And two, will it notify something else that's gonna potentially be there?
I think if I'm really that scared where I know I can hear them behind me, I'm basically running away from everything. So I did have the time to heal, but otherwise I'm moving forward. So I would say, Mike, so Shilton is probably going to be trying to tell us all to go south and basically avoid. As long as we think that's the direction towards the Dark Lake, that's where we need to go.
True. I'm just making sure that we have the armored ability to get stuff there. That's my
okay,
main
so
concern.
I think,
but I want to make sure that, like, if we do that, the caveat is us taking those things could
trigger
attract.
something. Yep.
So, do we feel comfy? Do we want to? I'm the only one who's fine with no armor. Remember, I'm clawless. I've got everything. You guys are screwed.
Yeah, I know, but I got flute, so I'm happy. I would say. Trying to think of how long it would take to actually think about it. I would actually look over the armor.
Can we see what killed these things? Are they able to see that? Can I step on over there and do a perception check as well?
Sure. Do a medicine check as you're looking at the bones.
I'm gonna find my character. Get into this thing and gotta choose all sorts of stuff that I don't have anything in. 13.
It's not bad.
You're looking at the bones, and some of them are. It's just almost impossible to tell what killed it. They're just too torn up. There was just too much carnage here. It also looks like this pile of bones has been deliberately placed here over time. There are clearly some bones that are a little bit more fresh just based on their coloration than others that are almost just completely decaying and gone. You do notice, you're not able to determine exactly what's killed these things, but you do notice a lot of, on the larger bones that are identifiable, a lot of slashing cuts made into the marrow.
What do we feel, guys? Do you guys want to take a risk and get some armor? And I feel like, if you grab it, at least if something attacks us, we should potentially have the ability to fight back. And Joe's like, I know it's gonna happen. So, he's just looking at us, being like, oh.
Well, at this point, I don't really see much of a choice. So I would say, I would probably even try to grab a bone as a weapon and try to get the armor. Okay,
sure.
So
if you grabbed a bone, I'll give you a club.
Okay, I will take that then, and I will move all the way here, grab a bone. I think also Jacques would also try to grab a bone, and grab some, and we're both grabbing armor.
Okay, all right. Let me roll to see exactly what you're able to find in terms of armor.
Sounds good.
And Adam, are you going to do some stuff too?
Well, I'm sure I can search for something, sharp to complement this kitchen knife that I still have.
You're
pretty much the most heaviest armed of us, so yeah.
So you guys actually find what looks like to be at least 5 bodies that have some type of leather armor that's on these bodies. The leather is old, it's wrinkled, it's dried, but it is leather armor.
Woohoo!
In terms of bones, there's plenty of bones. So whoever wants to grab a club,
like
a femur, go for it.
Yep.
Clearly, monk was the correct class to play in this game.
A bone is technically a monk weapon, so.
Yes, it is.
I know, but I have unarmed strike.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it would work better. Okay, so let's get him.
And I have unarmored defense. So.
A club to me is about as useful as the knife I already have. A bone stick.
Let me just look at all of your.
Wouldn't hurt for some leather armor though.
You're gonna grab some armor too, Patrick?
Sure thing. I do want to vote to see if the party, and by party I mean the rest of the NPCs that are following with us, if this boneyard is the way to go.
Okay. Well, as you look back to talk at your NPCs, Meowster and Silnan.
Are the rest of the NPCs grabbing armor and weapons as well?
Yeah, they're all grabbing some type of pieces of bone. Some grab what looks like to be a bone that's been snapped in half and uses it as a knife. All sorts of stuff like that. The ox head that you had perceived earlier, Patrick, as you turn around and are looking at the rest of the party, sort of grab stuff and are asking them, all right, should we go to the boneyard or go down south? Meowster and Silnan, you begin to see the ox head move.
Yeah.
And it begins to rise up out of the bones. And a large, powerful, skeletal minotaur body from which it has been fashioned. The horned skeleton brandishes behind it an enormous great axe with ease and begins to approach you menacingly. It lowers its horns as if to charge you, or is that just your imagination? And in as little time as it takes to formulate this question, it begins to charge with surprising speed.
Wow.
I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, God.
We're off to a good start.
We're off to a terrible start.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I need to do for Jock, too.
Are you kidding me? Some of these people are getting 20s.
Okay. Oh, no, hang on. All right, I had a 5. Yeah, but how do I get so Jacques had a 15 then.
Okay, so put Jacques on. I'll put him on a 15.
Okay, yeah, because I just... Okay.
All right. So, as this large, it's about 8 feet tall, as it hulks over, and you just see the bones of the entire refuse pile just rattling inside of it, clinking down like a plinko. And Sereth immediately grabs what seems like to be some type of rusted short sword that he had found in the pile and runs at this enemy and goes ahead and takes a swing.
Just goes and I'm gonna take this guy on my head.
As he takes the swing, it clangs against this giant great axe that this minotaur skeleton is carrying. The great axe face itself is just covers his entire chest area. Calden is up.
Alrighty. So we've got a big guy. We do not have to fight this. We could all reasonably flee, and it looks kind of like Jim Jar's leaving. Kind of looks like Jim Jar's just screwing off.
I mean, that does fit him.
Can't blame the guy. It's kind of intense.
I mean, the question is from our historical approach, do we know anything about this type of creature?
You have never seen. Make a history check.
Okay. All right.
You have never seen.
20.
You have never seen a undead minotaur. You very much know what a minotaur is. In fact, minotaurs are creations of a demon god named Baphomet. And there also, with that history check, there have been rumors that part of a different realm called the Abyss is rumored to hold an endless labyrinth that is just filled with minotaurs. Perhaps some of them have escaped and somehow have managed to hold on to life essence, even as they roam the Underdark now.
Since we know, I have a faint idea, do I know whether this thing can regenerate at all, or if it's once we kind of kill it, we can actually do something to it?
As far as you know, this doesn't look like zombie-esque. So it looks just like bones, almost like some type of you've seen wizards before create and raise the dead and skeletons. It looks something similar. It doesn't seem to have any like natural healing properties. It just looks like an animated skeleton.
Okay. From our history, do we kind of know as a party that if we dismember the skeleton, will it continue to come back?
Probably not. I mean, if you chop it up good enough, what's a bunch of bone dust gonna do?
True. Okay. Well, I guess we're up to a party. We have a pretty good historical approach to this. We know quite a bit.
A lot of you got to create history. You know a lot about Minotaur skeletons or something. I don't know what you were studying in the monastery.
That's beautiful. Well done.
Clearly the dead.
Maybe
they do that.
There are some monks that study death.
So, you guys can assist me on this. I'm thinking, so Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Now, it can knock him up to, or it's a skeleton, up to 10 feet away, and it kicks unsecure objects that are completely within the area effect, also push 10 feet away. So at the very least, this might just give us a big enough distraction, with bones and stuff flying everywhere, to flee. Because again, this thing is massive.
Yep.
And now you can do, I believe, truncated movement. So you can move, attack, move, right,
Yes.
Joe?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so I only moved 5 feet with him. So I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like.
Well, I think that's what Jock's gonna do too, because basically, if I can sort of go, hang on, to come back. If I can go, hang on, that was a move I didn't want to do. Let's try that again.
And that's Sereth, right? Sereth is the gentleman who attacked.
Sereth is right up next to you. Yeah.
That's where I was. Okay. So my plan was to move Jock right about there, do an Eldritch Blast, or I've got also Thunder Wave as well to throw. I was going to do Eldritch Blast because that seemed to be the easiest, and it's cantrip, so I can actually reuse that.
And I want to say that I've placed the 15-foot cube. I know it originates from me. Each creature in a 15-foot cube.
That's good. Yep.
Okay,
you can blast it out in front of you.
Okay.
All good.
So just to have Sereth not get hit by it in large part.
That's fine, just the way you put it.
Alrighty. Then let's cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
Just level 1 Thunderwave.
Nice. He fails it. He fails his save. As you hold your hands out, an explosion of raw sound blasts from your extended hands. The shockwave ripples through the air with a concussive force that just hurls objects and bones and bits of refuse all over. It smashes into the Minotaur skeleton and then blasts the Minotaur skeleton backward into the wall. Yeah. He will take the full 5 damage. He is knocked back as far all the way towards the end of the wall and knocked prone. It just blasts bones. It's like a bone storm. All right.
That'd be a
keep
cool
on
name for
moving?
a spell.
That would be a really cool name for a spell. Why didn't
Bone
anyone think of
Storm.
this?
All right.
Let's just change Calden's name to Bone Storm.
All right, on it. I'm down with that.
He
But,
might be
hey,
a little sore. He's not here.
Silman, when you write the epic tale, you have to refer to him as Bone Storm.
Bone Storm. Already on it. Already got it in the book. It's already. I got the pen out. I'm already writing it. We're going. We're good. We are
The
ready.
legendary
to rock and roll.
wizard Bone Storm.
Bone Storm.
So, do you guys think that we should just flee?
Yes.
Flee is a good.
I wanna say, as this shockwave comes out, it echoes off the cavern walls. It's extremely loud.
Flee is a good idea.
Right.
Flee is actually a good idea because we can get the Minotaur to fight the other guys.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yep, I'm down with that. Yep.
Okay.
Down with that.
Um,
Run
So
away, run away.
should we flee south then, to where the dampness is?
away from the Minotaur.
Minotaur went northy. We're going southy.
All right. So are we gonna try to do this over here?
Yep.
Where
I
I'm
think that's-
heading? Okay.
Well, I mean, that makes the most sense. So,
Calden, you can keep
25.
on moving another 25 feet, right? Because I think you only
That's
need to move.
25. Yeah. It seems either or. Let's head back with the group. And I'll move him to be
Okay.
about there.
All right, Jacques' turn.
okay, Shock is also going to move. I'll take. Actually, let me measure it to make sure I'm gonna do. He's got 30. I think. I think what's his movement? Is it 30 or is it 50? I think he is. Hang on. Oh, 30. Okay. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and. So is the Minotaur completely off the map, or is it just?
Yeah, he's like blasted up
Blast
against the wall.
completely. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So I can't. I was gonna use Eldritch Blast. But
I mean, you can
not-
still use Eldritch Blast. That's fine. You can
Okay.
blast. He is prone, so you do get disadvantage.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I got clean line of sight. So if I go there,
Wait, he gets disadvantage, or the Minotaur gets disadvantage?
Minotaur
He gets no.
If
no,
you're
you
within
do.
5 feet when prone, you get advantage, but otherwise, it's disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think if I go here, I've got clean line of sight to where I think the Minotaur is, which is
Yeah,
about-
that is a hole.
Okay.
You jump down a hole.
Yeah, please don't jump down a hole.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that was hole. So I would have seen. I would go gently around this way. No,
Go
that was-
gently into the hole.
No, he's just basically.
I'll walk it in the hole.
No. All right. So I think I am not looking at a hole. There we go. There's what hole? There's no hole there. That is just a thing. So we're gonna go there, and then Jacques. I'm gonna kill his character one way or another. Apparently, it's gonna be great. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast on our friend. And oh yeah, that didn't do anything probably.
All right.
Well, you
unfortunately,
you rolled for Silnan, not your other.
Well, I can't roll. I mean, it's
Okay.
I'm rolling for.
yes, that's fine.
it's
It's
his.
his account. Yep.
All right.
You charge an arcane energy into your hand and you fire off a quick bolt, but you're shaking. You've never seen anything like this, and it hits part of the cavern right above the Minotaur's skeleton.
Yeah, not so
Misses.
much. Okay, so that was 25. So I think if I wanted to go, so I'm gonna assume that will get me to 30, and I'll be that. All right, that's
Okay.
my turn.
Patrick Butter.
All right. I see that the Minotaur is soundly taken care of, and I've finished donning my little janky leather cuirass, and I'm gonna. Well, good thing about rogues, they fast. So I'm very short though. It's my short little legs. I get a speed of 25. I can use the
minor details.
dash, and I can also, so I can dash, I can cunning action, and then I can dash. So I can move about 50 feet to dash, move, dash, cunning action, dash. As my whole action. I mean, it's Sereth is just kind of standing there, with his gob open, and I mean, he did do a good job to get away, but I mean, who knows what else might be in that cavern that we awoke? So, feel like it's a little bit of Indiana Jones. So I'll move 25, and then 25. I'll go the other way around the bend there. So you're right about there. Right about there? Okay.
Oh, yeah. But this was 25 if you want.
Oh.
Yep.
So I figured that was about a circle. And then I'll, well, I don't have any other action, so that's me. That's my turn.
Okay. Meowster.
I am going to, I can do 40 feet. So I can do to right here. So I'm going to just move there.
Yep.
Right there, I think. Somewhere around there.
Yep. All good.
Okay.
Dorlin sees all of you running, and he'll go for it as well.
That's because he's still under my sweet spell.
Silman.
I'm going to be running the hell away as well. So let's go ahead and do. That should get me to. So what's that? How do you actually do the turn again? So it's the
Q.
arrow. Go ahead.
Q.
Q. Oh, Q. Oh. Okay. Wait. Okay. So yeah, that's going to give me 30 there. Ah, I need to move actually. So let's do. There's 30, and if I want to do additional 30 for the run, what will that get me? I can't. I need to move this because I don't like having anything that huge and that close to me. So let's do probably about right there, I think, and we'll move.
Oh, dash is way further than I thought.
Dude, I can run 160 feet. This is nothing.
Yeah, I thought I it was only up to your movement. Okay.
That's me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna move the party with you. They're gonna.
Yeah, makes sense.
Let's see. They're gonna. Yeah, everyone's just gonna start running.
Does the Triton get any additional movement, or maybe it's only on?
That was only on water.
On water. Okay.
Which, you know, dampness was coming.
That's true.
Minotaur skeleton. He's gonna get up. Half his movement. 20. He's gonna come towards Sereth. Lift up his great large axe and swing. Hits Sereth across the chest, extremely hard for 12 damage.
Oh my god.
Sereth is not looking good.
Okay.
It's his turn. He's gonna go ahead and disengage.
Yep.
And he's gonna just start running towards you guys. 20, 25, 30. All right, Calden.
Okay, so let's see. I don't know if a pile of bones is going to be very dexterous. Might be very dexterous. Who knows? Oh, I have to touch it. Oh Lord, that's terrifying.
Well, okay, did you grab any bones part of it? Because technically, you know, if you have a piece of his bone, you're touching it.
Who knows what piece of the skeleton? So let's see. It might be best to just let's see. He has alchemy. Oh goodness. Let's see. Oh, wow, that's quite good. So yeah, I think Sereth disengaged. We can try to. Goodness. Well, what do you guys think? I think we should make our exit. I don't want to waste all of his spell slots. He's got one left.
And don't just run.
Yeah.
Because I get Shock has got one more hit, and I've got a battle plan for Shock.
Okay. Let's see.
Because everyone's been cleared out, so.
I feel like you're thinking a little too hard on this stuff.
Yeah, we run.
Yeah.
I just want to see what our options are. You know, other than just flee for our lives.
Well, sometimes that's the best thing.
There's 20. There's let's see. I get 25s and then another, so it'd be there, right? Oh, dash actually is up to 60 feet, right? I forget that if I take the whole action dash, I can run even further. So he's just gonna meet up with the party, and let's just see how. Oh, okay, everybody's filing out. We're all we're running. Okay, sounds good.
All right.
He's in the group. He's with the group.
Well,
Shock.
I mean, since everyone else has run, I think I was gonna do a Witch's Bolt, but I think it's just better just to get the hell out of Dodge. So let's go. All right, so snap a center. Let's see. So I need 30. So there's 30. As long as I can go across. So mark you there. Go there, and then how far down is everyone else? So I'm gonna try to get at least there, because that should be a slot you've got. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm with everyone else there. Awesome. Okay. I'm with the group. We're done.
Okay. Patrick.
I'm gonna delay and wait for Sereth to catch up.
Okay. Do you want to hold an action?
I will hold my action, and I'll let's see. I'll just like kind of hide along the I'm waiting up for him, basically. I'll just use my my bonus action. I think I can just use my cunning action to hide. So I'll hold my action and bonus action to hide.
Go ahead and stealth check.
Alrighty. Stealthy. Well, at least I think I am.
I mean, he did get a 21.
And let's see.
Meowster.
With my extra stuff, I can run forward and back, correct? However I wish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So what I am going to do is I am gonna double my speed until the end of turn.
That means next round.
I can't move, and I can't move. What was the thing that I used to go 160?
Step of the wind.
Step of the wind.
Yeah.
You stepped with the
takes a
wind and
key.
then feline agility.
Okay,
Right.
I'm just gonna do feline agility. So I'm gonna go a total of 80 feet. So with that said, I am going to. I'm going to come here,
All right.
45 feet. Look around. Oh, this one. Look around. Let's see. You gotta see a perception check. You would like that, of course.
So as you dash ahead through the dark tunnels, relying on your tabaxi eyes to dilate and take in every little bit of light that's coming from this glowing fog in the cavern, what you see is a few things. First thing that you notice is the sound as you come up on it. What looks like to be some type of underground stream. It's shallow, doesn't look very deep, maybe about 3 feet at most deep at some parts ahead of you, and it sort of cascades and falls into what seems to be another just pit in the center of the ground, but it definitely cuts off this cavern that you're going down, so you'll have to cross the stream.
That pit that I'm seeing right there, is it like really deep? Is this water going through it?
Yeah, water is going down, cascading down into it. Yep.
Okay.
Don't cross the streams, man. Don't cross. I'm just kidding.
And this right here is the pit, correct?
This is the pit right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Then you do notice, what seems to be some cackling and laughter. And you look over to the left, and there's sort of like an alcove in this cavern right before the stream. Let me see. Can you see it over here?
I can see it, yes.
Over there, you see what looks like to be a bunch of various different humanoids. There seems to be a human there, what looks like to be a gnome, a dwarf, and they're cackling and laughing. And you see them, and one of them is peeling his own flesh and eating it.
That sounds terrifying. Do I have enough speed to jump over here my last 35 feet?
Jump the river?
Yeah.
You can sure try.
Oh god. You're gonna make me do this. I would like to try to jump the river. Tell me what I gotta do.
Make an athletics check.
I'm gonna choose the worst one I can.
Got this.
I do not have this.
Oh, no, you don't. Never mind.
Oh,
I
no.
was wrong.
You jump in the river. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
18.
Okay. As you jump in the river, although the river is really, or the stream is shallow, there is strength to it. It's flowing from what looks like to be an outpour of a spout, a waterfall that's just blasting out from the cave wall. And the force is actually much stronger than you had initially thought. And it begins to wash you away towards the hole as you grab onto a rock and are able to with your dexterity, able to grab onto the rock and hold on. As you do, you feel what seems to be a movement around your feet as a bunch of various fish in the stream that are flying and swimming away from the hole are coming up to you, and they're just going around your legs and your feet as you're holding onto this rock, and that's when you feel a nibble.
Can I pull myself up on the rock?
Well, I need you to roll initiative.
Oh, goodness.
And then we started punching fish.
I figured we were there.
What are the rest of you guys doing as you're a little bit behind? So I'll let you guys go.
Okay. How far ahead is Meowstar?
He's about, from you, Solon, he's like 50, 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make that. Let's see.
Solon, make a perception check.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Back up there. Perception check. Let's see, perception.
Okay. All good.
All right. Let's see. Well, I think Jacques is probably going to start moving farther down. So, let's see. Think about maybe right there. That's possible.
All right. After you do that, Patrick, you make a perception check
Alrighty.
as you're hiding in the alcove.
Waiting for
Mm-hmm.
the Let's see. Oh, I keep bringing up Calden. That would be very funny. Alrighty.
It is bonus song.
Reception. Oh my goodness.
Storm.
Oh,
Okay.
ooh. On the other hand, I am a halfling.
Yes.
I rolled a. It is an ability check. I rolled a 1. Let me re-roll that bad boy. Whew. Okay. Rolled a 5.
Right. With just the 10, that's fine. You hear the footsteps, the rushing footsteps coming from the direction that you fleed in, and you hear a bunch. Let me see. What language do you speak?
Let's
speak
see.
Undercommon?
I don't believe I speak Undercommon. I believe I only speak Halfling and Common.
Okay. You just hear a bunch of shouts.
And Thief Cant, yeah.
Yep. You hear a bunch of shouts as you see 3 Drow scouts appear, and they look and they say something and point at Sereth. And Sereth looks at them, looks at you, and then looks at the Minotaur.
Huh. Let's see. So he's halfway between Minotaur and people.
Mm-hmm. You have a held action.
I do have a held action. So I'm gonna take. So does the Minotaur notice that Sereth is there?
You don't know just yet. He's about. It seems as you look at the Minotaur. Well, you can't see. He's on. Oh yeah, you can see from the other side of the hole. Let me see. Actually, can you? Yeah, you can because of the favorite res. He seems to be rearing his and arching his back downward, aiming his horns, about to charge.
Okay. Let's see. So I think so that bone that I picked up, that club, can I just like throw it yay far to draw that Minotaur's attention?
Sure. Make a dexterity check. General dexterity check.
You got this.
God, I hope so. It's like primary stat. Alrighty. Oh, let's just click on my dex.
Perfect. You fling it as hard as you can towards the back wall as it clangs, and at that moment, the Minotaur shifts and changes brief direction and starts to charge towards the Drow.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Sereth runs and just bolts towards you guys.
Good job, Seraph.
Good job, Seraph.
Silnan, anything that you're doing is after you moved?
I'm just moving towards John.
Towards Meowster.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
towards Meowster, yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Meowster, you're up first in this tiny battle. What you doing?
Tiny battle.
Tiny
You're
battle.
fighting fish.
I'm fighting some fish.
It's a swarm. It's a swarm, and their teeth seem to be sharp, like little needles, as they nip at your ankles.
Do I know how many there are?
It looks like there's at least 10.
Am I in a position to hurl myself out of the water, or are they able to keep me in the water?
To get and sort of muddle your way out of the silt and the water, it'll be an athletics check because you're kind of like there just holding on to dear life against the stream's flow. But you could definitely try to sort of get out to the other side of the stream.
All right, first I'd like to try to get out of the stream to see if I can manage that. I do not.
Nope, your foot is stuck in the silt. It's just not coming out.
Okay, am I able to then I guess I've got to do an unarmed strike against them.
Sure. That you splash with a hard fist into the water, and all you hit is water.
Of course I can. That's lovely.
You have a bonus action unarmed strike if you want. You're using your fist. Ba-ba.
Yeah, let's do another round.
15 hits. You actually get one. Go ahead and do the damage. All right, 5 damage. You managed with your claws, your tabaxi claws, rake one, and you actually catch one hanging on your claws.
It's a very angry-looking fish.
So you can actually put in your items 1 quipper.
1 quipper goes in to my items.
All right.
9 to go.
How many?
The quippers are gonna go, and they're gonna surround you and try to bite you, but you're just splashing them, kicking them away. They just can't seem to grab onto your dexterous limbs.
That's right, because I'm better than fish.
All right. What do you, Silnan and everyone else, what are you guys doing? You're coming up to the stream? You guys, some of the other characters sort of rush up to the stream.
I tell them there's something in the water. There's something biting me, and I hold up my fish and I say, this is what keeps on going at me. If you guys have a chance, Fishman, come save me.
Yeah, Ront the orc looks and he's just like, catch 'em more. Hungry. And Shushar, the Kuatoa fish person, he's those are my cousins.
He's Kuatoa. I don't know that. Right? I did check to see if he was Lolcamp last session, and I'm like, he's Kuatoa. That explains it.
All right. What are you guys doing? Anything else as you come up to the river's edge? If not, Meowster.
I mean, what do you? Are you guys?
Oh, Shane, I think you're on mute. I couldn't hear you.
Okay, wait a minute. So if I can go for the attack then, if I can get close.
Oh yeah. If you want to go up and do an attack, are you doing it from the river's edge?
Yeah, doing it from the river's edge and trying to hit.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't have the club in yet, so
yeah. So if you go ahead and hit the eye, and on the top right corner, and search for club.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so I hit eye. Where?
Top
roll 20 thing.
Right.
Right.
Next to the journal icon.
Oh, good grief! I've been
And
doing
you
it all
can
wrong.
look for a club, and if you bring up your character sheet, you can drag it right on. It's very
Drag
handy.
the club into the character sheet.
Oh, isn't that you? See, I'm learning so much. Okay, so that is a club, and then drag it into there. Haha. Okay, I've been doing it wrong for too long. Okay, so, and that will also do the weapon. So, hang on.
Yeah, if you just click on the club, it should add your modifiers automatically too.
Okay. All right. Well, it's
If you click on items, bring in items.
Got it. Okay, hang on 1 second. I gotta do a little bit of housekeeping. Bam. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit with my club.
Splash the water and miss.
Ark! Okay. Oh well. Worth trying. Okay.
Meowster.
I would like to attempt to get out again, so I'm going to do another
Okay,
strength check.
Mm-hmm.
You would like a
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Still stuck. This is some sticky silt.
It is 2. I am going to go after them with 2 unarmed strikes again.
First one hits. Okay. They're gonna come and try to nibble you.
I'm gonna
still can't get you.
2 quippers. I have 2.
You got 2 quippers.
I am eating well tonight, guys. There are 9 left. Let's do this.
Woohoo!
Patrick.
Alrighty, so I've secured house safe, Senor Silgar, Sereth. Sorry.
Yes, you see the Minotaur charge into the Drow as they just go flying backwards. Some of them bring out some crossbow bolts and start shooting at it. Others bring out swords, and they're just screaming for backup, or what you assume to be backup.
Well, that's not good. I say we get to move on, lads. And let's. I'm gonna move 25 feet. Let's see, and Oh, I always forget about poor my friend here. So we've already established I can. Well, can I hear the cackling? Like, is there too much commotion?
Make a perception check.
Okay. All right. Okay, 16.
Yeah, they're no longer cackling and laughing. You just hear them moaning and groaning these just grotesque deep moans, and you sort of look over, and some of them are just in a corner rocking back and forth while others are just pacing in a circle.
I'm gonna do my best to avoid that and try to catch up to the rest of the party with a little move dash. Try to, let's see. Oh, okay. Ooh. That is a wall, I take it? Yes, that is a wall.
Zareth,
oh, I'm in the river now.
You're in the river. As you jump in the river, so you just walked in, so make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty.
Just walked right on into this trap.
Dark in here.
It is very dark.
Alrighty,
Ooh,
dexterity save.
nice.
That is nice. What happened to Calden's light? Oh. Let me put on Calden's light. I think he casted light.
Oh.
Can you see that now? No,
Yes.
you can't.
I can. Yeah.
There.
I just did lights up a thing, and I'm just like, hey, we're on the run from people.
That's the reason I didn't do it.
He sort of conjures a light as it glows in his hand, in his fist.
Okay, and actually, Jacques is also going to take a shot at the fish
Sure.
on the wall. So let me go
Yep.
ahead and hit with club.
That hits.
Nice, and I'll take let's see damage.
Yep.
4.
Okay. Sereth looks over at you, Patrick, and he's just got this huge gash across his chest from the Minotaur's blade. And he says, I might need some help crossing the river, and I don't think the small ones are going to get very far, as he points over at Jim Jar, Stool, Topsy, and Turvy.
Let's see. Ron's not in the river yet.
Ron's not in the river.
Hey, Ront. I bet you're a carnelian piece that you can't take him across the river. I bet you can't take everybody. Bet you can't take all the small ones across the river. Yeah, and double it.
Ron strong. Ron can do. For 1 carnelian and your dinner tonight.
Okay. Sounds like a deal.
All right. He goes ahead and picks up. Let's give him. Okay. He the first round he picks up Topsy and Stool, and he goes ahead and brings them across. Just wades right through. Just no problem. He then comes back. And the next is he's going to grab Turvy and Jim Jar. And this time, as he comes through, he actually slips and falls and splashes into the river. These guys are going to make dex saving throws. He made it. All right, Jim Jar and Turvy grab onto some rocks. Ront does as well. And so, Meowster, you see Ront's big orc body like coming towards you, about to hit you, but Ront is able to grab onto both sides of the river edges as he extends his arms. Jim Jar is able to get out. He's at the other side. All right, what do you got? Meowsters.
How well is Ront there? Is he pretty solid right
He's
there?
pretty solid. He looks like he dug himself real in. He's good.
Okay, so he's gonna be okay to kind of get there. Can I influence him to get everybody out, or what he's done is he going to continue to get out and go and move more people across?
You get make an insight check.
Like an insight check. All right. Don't know.
You got no clue.
All right.
Right now, he's just concentrated on not falling down a hole.
I mean, that's fair enough. I think I'm going to try to get out of the river again. Third time's a charm. It is not.
Nope.
I am going to do 2 more unarmed strikes.
Second one hits.
And I get another quipper, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh.
I am eating well tonight, guys.
Nice.
They are going to this time finally bite you. The last remaining few bite you for 5 damage.
All right. They get 1.
Silman.
I'm gonna. So Silman and Jacques is both gonna take pot shots at the fishy friends. So I'll go with. Hang on, let's go there, and with my friend the club, and go blink. Oh, hang on. Let's try that again. I meant to do that. Okay.
Misses. Hitting water.
Ah, jeez. Okay, so let me go ahead and go with Jacques then. And let's see. There it is. Oh, wrong thing. Hang on. There we'll go there.
Also hitting water.
Jeez. All right.
They're hard. They're slippery.
They are. All right. Okay, that's mine.
Patrick.
So let's see. Everybody's quickly catching some quipper, and I pay my debts. But hopefully, I can get. We can get Calden across. Have no quipper attacked me.
No quipper have attacked you so far.
Can I try to step and lash out and kill one?
Sure. Yeah.
Alrighty. It's the first time I've really gotten to attack something, for goodness sake. I look forward to rolling nothing.
Yes.
Let's see. So,
As you're wading through, you're gonna have to make an athletics check as you wade through.
oof.
You slip. Make a dexterity saving throw. See if you can catch on to something.
Alrighty.
Please don't go to the zombies.
Zombies.
Whatever those are.
Whatever those
Oh.
things are. Oh,
Nice.
thank God.
Okay.
You manage to stick your dagger into the silt and are just holding on as your feet are dangling over the hole.
Oh, there's a hole. Oh,
That's
that hole.
This is the hole where the water is cascading down into it.
Oh goodness. Oh, had I known.
Oh, wait, you did.
Is that
know.
my is that my turn?
We had a whole
You did-
conversation about the hole.
We did have a
Oh,
whole
the poor hole.
conversation.
The
Oh
hole.
my God.
Do I expend a movement to get back up?
Yeah, you can a movement. Yes, absolutely. Well, no, because you did your athletics check, so you're stuck in the
Okay.
silt. Yeah.
Oh. Ugh.
Welcome to the party, buddy. I've been here for 3 turns.
What's Calden doing?
Let's see. So
Calden could probably pull some people up, which is something I should have been doing.
yeah, let's have him let's see if he can make his way across the
Okay.
The
Athletics
channel.
check. If he's just
Alrighty.
wading it on through.
Okay. Let's see.
He gets stuck in it as well, and he begins to slip. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my goodness, it's terrible things.
He slips and starts to fall 10 feet towards the edge of the water. Because you had him sort of going in over here, so he starts slipping
Yeah.
backwards 10 feet as he's
Oh,
dangling
no.
about over the edge. Shushar is gonna look and say, to act or not to act, which one? Such a dilemma.
Act.
And he goes ahead and waddles in. He's going to try and help him out. He's able to sort of pull Calden up a little bit and over. And so Calden is able to get out as Shushar is there in the middle of the water. His natural sort of fins against his forearms and legs, helping him swim. Meowster?
Coming back again. Let's see if I can get out this time.
Ront is able to get out with Turvy. And he heads backwards to carry.
Huzzah! I get out.
You're able to
time.
get out. Before you move, do you want to attack or no?
Yes, I want to do 2 more unarmed strikes.
Go for it.
Wow.
First one hits. That is enough to kill 1 more, and then the rest disperse.
Yay.
I take that. I shall.
These guys get across.
Okay, yeah.
Jorlun
That was a fun one.
Jorlun is going to back up and then run and jump across. Pupido will come over here and do the same. Shushar gets across. You still got yes, Silnan, Patrick, and Jacques. Silnan.
Well, I think.
Yeah.
Can Jacques assist me? And because he would naturally be able to swim there.
Yes, he is good. He can easily swim through it.
Okay.
He'll guide make. He will go ahead and both of you make athletics checks with advantage. Okay. Yeah, he drags you. He just drags you with that 19. Okay, he drags you right across.
Okay, so
he's like, whoop, there you go. No problem.
So let me go ahead and get mine. And let's see, so you want athletic for me as well?
Or nope, don't even worry about it because you got the advantage. All good.
That worked. Okay.
He'll actually come back and swim for you, Patrick.
Patrick, yeah, that's what I suggest.
16. Yep. He pulls you out and goes ahead and takes you over. You can put your token on the other side.
Okay.
All right.
Yay! Hopefully we didn't get to zombie people.
Well, what?
Oh, they're across. They're across there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, now the way I set up these maps is honestly, if you think about these maps as like Final Fantasy world map, right? Every section is basically a lot longer than the actual map. So this is, imagine this sort of like a world map, and every section you go through is sort of like completing a day's travel. Okay. So you go across the river and you start running down the corridor, and you finally get to this place where you see a little bit of an alcove and the caverns continuing downward forward as they slope a little bit deeper into the Underdark. You are exhausted, tired, hungry. You haven't eaten all day since the very morning of getting out and escaping the pens after your breakfast. Yeah, so you guys can keep on pushing but gain an exhaustion, or you can try to find a way on how to settle in and get some rest.
Well, do we hear the noises in the back? Do we hear our friends, the Drow soldiers?
Yeah, what level are we at? We were 4 out of 5.
Okay. As you cross the river and successfully cross the river, you stop hearing them, and you can't hear the sounds of footsteps anymore. You just hear the river that now you've also passed, and it's about, hundreds of feet behind you. Perhaps even the combination of redirecting the Minotaur's attack and crossing the river might have slowed your pursuers down. So you are now at a pursuit of level 3.
Okay, I can live with that. I think we got to take some rest, because otherwise we're not going to be able to make it anything further.
Yeah, question is where? Are we going to go down this cavern here to our left, or are we going to go straight?
Well, the cavern should give us some protection, so I think I would argue that's where we need to be.
I'm okay with that.
Adam, what do you think?
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we should have a decent advantage of the Minotaur. I mean, they're calling for backup, but the water should give us a decent enough chance to escape if they, I mean, if they were that close, you know, the water should be confounding enough as it was for them. So,
Yep.
yeah, if we could stay out of sight, I don't mind hiding. I'm
Okay.
pretty stealthy as is.
So I think we're gonna make our way down this way.
Okay, so we're gonna come on here. I guess rest. Ian, can I share my fish with people?
And a fish will feed 2 people. So how many fish do you have?
I have 4.
I have 1. Stillman has 1, and Jacques has 1.
Okay, so that's 8 and 10. So you have a total of 10 rations right there with the fish.
Okay.
How many of?
How many? Isn't that 12? Because if Jacques has 1, Cylinder has 1, and I have 4, that's 6.
Oh yeah, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
And did we we get any, Patrick? Do we have any rations that we took from?
I
Fish flakes.
do have 10 days worth of fish flakes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did promise Grunt my fish tonight to.
So you can have the fish flakes.
Yeah, I'll eat my fish flakes.
Okay.
Happily, as
All right.
no one died.
Shushar refuses to eat the actual fish, and instead will go for. Did you bring any mushrooms at all, or no?
I thought
There
you had
was
mushrooms
mushroom
from the
bread.
kitchens.
Oh, mushroom bread. That's right. Shushar comes up to you and says, "Do you mind if I have a bit of the mushroom bread?"
Well, I'll eat your fish. As long as you won't be offended.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So go ahead and did I say how many servings of bread you have?
No. It was like,
like
I
a
brought
loaf.
this back. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you right now. You only have two servings left, so you give him 1.
All right.
So you
Vegans,
eat-
they're so picky.
all the fish is eaten.
Do we regain life since we're taking a short break?
Okay.
Short rest, so I should say.
Well, you're exhausted, so you'll have to take a long rest, unless you want to push exhaustion.
Oh. No. You definitely don't want to push exhaustion.
Okay.
And
Sarah,
actually,
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm about to say, before we go, I'm going to do Song of Rest as well, so that will increase health.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's just passive. Whenever we rest.
Oh,
with you,
okay. I didn't know if I had to call that. Okay.
Yep. All good. Okay.
Always good to remind us.
Sareth speaks up and he's sort of bandaging up his chest with what looks like to be some of the silt that he actually gathered and paste that he gathered from the river. And he looks at you all and says, "Some of us should keep guard while we rest. 3 watches. Who goes first?"
I'll go first. If it means to rest first, then so be it.
I'll take second because I have dark vision and can see 60 feet.
Okay.
When are you resting, or what watch are you going to take?
Me?
You talking to Sareth?
I'm talking to Sareth, yeah.
If you don't mind, I prefer to just take a long rest without watch.
Okay.
As you can see, I'm still bleeding out.
That's fine. Because honestly, I'm still suspicious of him when I saw him pull the thing out of the back of his neck, so there's something about him that I don't trust, so I'll take the 3rd shift then.
Jorlin looks at you, Meowster, and says, "I will take the watch with you." First watch is you, Patrick, right? And
Yeah.
Jim Jar stays up with you.
So what's the word, Jim Jar?
Well, that's the word. The word is
At least
this is crazy.
Well,
What?
First of all, I don't want to go to no fish town. All right?
Is it better than where we were before?
Of course it is. But I want to get back home to Blingdenstone. You know, we've just reclaimed our city back from the Drow. And look, if we can get to Blingdenstone, I mean, it's such a nice place. I miss it so much.
Well, it sounds lovely. Anywhere than this dank cavern being chased by Drow and bone minotaurs, but where do you propose we go before then? Do you know where we're going?
I don't. I do know Blingdenstone's across the Dark Lake. Sort of, we're kind of, we neighbor Gracklestock. And, you know, the Dark Dwarves, they're a mean bunch. But it's a city. And if we can get there, perhaps we can lose our pursuers entirely. I mean, when you go into Gracklestock, that's like going into, just... You become a small fish in a huge pond.
I like cities. The bustle, the full pockets.
Yeah, the grackle lung, the coughing, the wheezing that you get. Coughing up, black stuff from your lungs every day. It's cool.
Oh, lovely.
Got the black lung, pal.
Why did they fight for this city?
Huh? No. Gracklestock is the Dark Dwarves area. They're under the rule of the Deep King. I'm come from Blingdenstone. Blingdenstone is our city of the Deep Gnomes, and we were kind of massacred by the Drow, maybe about 100 years ago. Just all of us driven out, genocide, slaughter, and over the past decade or so, we've tried to take back the city, and we've got a good hold on it, and we've got our burrows back. We even got a new king and queen.
Oh, well, that sounds lovely. I mean, I don't owe them any favors either, so, yeah, we might be on the same page.
Well,
they did
you
kidnap
consider
me.
yourself a betting man.
Well, it's gotten us this far, hasn't it?
Yes. I saw you bet with Ront. I mean, and it seems like you're a man of your word.
Yeah, well, it seems like an extra portion of fish isn't too bad for a man who broke me rib cage but brought me back to life.
True. Well, let's just do a bet for fun. Just a gentleman's bet.
Okay, Jim Jar, what'd you have in mind?
Fun ever bit so far.
I bet one of the Drow is gonna betray us.
Dun dun dun.
You don't understand. No matter how nicey nice they try to be, no matter how sweet talking they do, they end up putting a sword right through your back.
Sure. But
So which one is it gonna be?
This doesn't have anything to you not liking us, is it? Or not liking them, is it?
Of course I don't like them. They slaughtered my entire family.
Well, then.
I know them. They are betrayers. They will do anything to get on top, to survive. So,
Well,
I betcha it's gonna be the guard. It's gonna be Jorlin. The guy is bitter. Look at it. Half his face is gone from acid. I don't know why we even brought him along.
So that leaves the man who saved the wizard's life and took a big scratch across the chest for us. And he might stab us in the back.
Oh, absolutely. That's it's all show.
Well,
hey, look, I hope I'm wrong, because I'll give you 5 gold.
5 gold seems reasonable. I don't have anything against either of them, but hey, what's wrong with hedging your bets?
As you're watching for the night, go ahead and make a perception check as you listen out for the first watch.
Oh, God. Usually much better than that.
You don't see nothing.
Okay.
Patrick's distracted me. What can I say? Or no, I'm Patrick. Jim Jar's distracted me.
You're just distracted by yourself. So beautiful.
Jim Jar has distracted you so much you don't even know who you are. That's how badly Jim Jar has gotten into your head.
God, I hope not.
Okay. Night goes fine. Nothing happens. Who are you waking up for your second watch? Who was the second watch? Meowster. Alright. Meowster. And as soon as you wake up Meowster, Jorlin also wakes up. And he's there and he looks at you, Meowster, and says, "Thank you for getting me away from what's honestly would only have been a horrible fate under the cruel boots of Mistress Ilvara."
I say back to him, I really feel like we have a connection here, and it's very deep, and I feel like you can be the leader of not just your people getting out from underneath the boot of fur, but leading these people here to a better future.
We have a very deep connection underground.
Yeah, you might as well just be like, oh, well, that's a deep topic here.
Perhaps there's no way I can go back to Menzo Baranson. I have achieved my goal in humiliating Ilvara and the House of Mistrum. Lolth will destroy her. She will be shamed. All we have to do is not get caught. But I cannot go back to my home city. Perhaps there is somewhere here in the Underdark for renegade Drow.
I would imagine so, but why couldn't you go back to your city? It's because of what we did.
Of course. The city is... Sure, House Mizrim is shamed and will lose a couple of ranks in the House Order. But I am a male. If I show my face, there will be no mercy for my insurrection. The priestesses do not tolerate any ounce of disobedience.
I feel like you have a really, really big story. We're just starting to get to the beginning parts of it. And I feel like there's a leader in you, as I try to pump him on up to be more leader-like and that type of thing to help lead us into the Underdark and ensure that he stays on our side, since I persuaded him so heavily.
Make a persuasion check. Make a persuasion check. He says, "I envy your naivete. You clearly have not been here in the Underdark. You do not know anything of Drow society, and perhaps that is for the best. We are a ruthless bunch. Our only law is the law of survival. The fittest excel, the weak are killed."
Sounds like it's a very lonely society. It's a good thing you're here with friends.
Indeed.
They'll
now,
have
if you
your back.
excuse me, I am going to meditate and enter my trance. You sort of see him sit down, kneeling down on both knees, and just close his eyes with his hands resting on his lap. Make a perception check for the second watch.
Hopefully it's better than mine.
A
little bit.
little bit.
The night goes on. Third watch.
Yep. So that would be
Silnan and
Jacques.
Jacques. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just see who. Okay. As you start your watch, you notice the only other two right now that are awake. You sort of look around, and Ront is sort of scratching himself and, just snoring heavily and loudly, like an orc would. Prince Darendil's breathing is shallow. The only other two that are up right now are Topsy and Turvy, the two twins, and they're sort of in the back, just whispering to each other. But Jacques is with you. You can make a perception check, or what would you like to do for your rest? Anything?
For the watch, let's talk to Topsy and Turvy. So, I would want to again thank them for their cloth, because it did help us out, and that's something that was for the good of the group. So that was very brave of you and noble.
Topsy goes ahead and seems to speak for both of them, and she says, "Oh, okay, no problem. We just need to leave. Do you know how much farther to the Dark Lake?"
We don't think it's that far. I know it seems like we should be getting closer, but it's hard to say. I mean, I'm as foreign as anyone else that's here, so I'm hoping it's the people that seem to know seem to think it's going to be close, but I have no idea.
You are a human, right?
I am a human, yes.
And so you come from the upper world.
I do. I was there for many years.
How long have you been down here?
Not that long. I was only here for a couple days before whatever that was that happened got us free. So I just got here.
When you left, what day was it? What day of the month?
I think it was close to the day of prayer. I know I have family members that, go to the sacred halls of my land, and I know that they talk about it, so it had to have been during the sacred period. But honestly, I don't know. I've been wandering the forest before coming down. I was trying to just simply explore, so to be quite honest, I've kind of lost track of days.
Okay. And she just... Yeah, go ahead.
Do I get a sense that she's... Do I get a sense that she's, like, really confused, or do I get a sense that she's, like...
Make an insight check.
Yeah. I was trying to get a sense if she's overwhelmed. No.
She's stressed out. She seems to be very stressed.
Okay.
Both her and her brother.
Okay.
Same.
So I'd probably say, I know this has been a lot. It really has, because you've been coming down. How long have you been here?
Well, less than 30 days.
Okay. Well, this is taking a lot, because I imagine you were kidnapped as well, or they dragged you here. And it's going to take a lot to get through this, but if we work together, you'll get a sense of what time it is, but more importantly, the farther away from this, the better off we're going to be.
Yes, we gotta get back to Blingdenstone.
We will try. We will get
where
back
our people
to
are.
That sounds reasonable. All right, so I would try just get some rest because we're going to need it. It's going to be a long journey back. Okay, and I'll wish them a good day, and then I'll make a perception check for the watch.
Okay.
That's a nice one. That's a nice one. I can live with that.
As they sort of settle down and sleep, and you're sort of in the back, I'm gonna sort of shift you around and bring you to the back there. Meowster, you're there. You're sort of there talking to them, and they're sort of at the very back of the wall. And with that perception check, you begin to hear some whispers coming from behind the wall. And let me see what languages you speak.
I've got Undercommon, and it should be. Give me a second. I know Undercommon's definitely one. There's also.
You start hearing whispers in Undercommon.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, Elvish as well.
Okay. Yep.
And you barely faintly hear, "Let us out. We're trapped. Let us out. Hello."
Oh, hello. Okay, so first of all, did I hear the laughter?
Hello. You say hello.
I say hello.
Hello.
It's a common greeting, even in the Undercommon.
Note to self: if I ever am in a trapped cavern in the Underdark with Shane, I don't let him talk.
No,
Hello.
you really don't. You really don't. So the first thing I would probably also try to sense is, does it sound like the same like zombie things that we saw earlier? Does it sound in the same? I mean, do I hear common tones as the laughter, or does it sound the same?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, these don't sound like nonsensical madness.
Okay.
But you do get a very strong hint of desperation.
Okay. So what I would tell them is, where are you? Where are you trapped?
Well, on the other side is this wall.
Okay.
There was a cave-in. We've been stuck here for days. Not much food left.
I would grab Jock, and I would say, I think we would need to save them. So if I recognize them as Undercommon, probably nothing more than that. I'm gonna start digging around to see if I can get them. I would actually, before I do that, I would. Who else? So Topsy and Turvy are awake. Is anyone else awake at this point?
It's nearing the end of the rest. There's maybe about like a couple hours more. So people are waking up because you only need 6 hours to like get a full rest. So people are beginning to wake up a little bit.
Okay, so I try to wake as many people up and say, hey, I think there's people trapped in there. Let's go ahead and try to dig in the wall and try to get them out.
Okay.
So I grab as many as I can to clear the wall. Even though I'm slightly suspicious that this might be a trap, it's what I would do. So I would basically try to grab the stones and clear the way out to see if I can rescue him, or we can rescue him.
Okay. Go ahead and is anyone else helping you? I mean, I guess Jack. So go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Do we all make it?
Yeah. Oh, it's 21. Yeah. You just start hurling stones backwards.
6 and 6. Oh yeah.
And 10 for Jacques.
Okay.
I've had my Wheaties today. What can I tell you?
Sereth looks over at what you guys are doing and says, "Are you sure you want to be doing that?"
We can't leave anyone behind. Because they could be in the same they could be in the same situation we were in. Remember, if we did not have help from others,
yes,
we would still be trapped in that prison. So if they're.
But we knew each other.
Did
Yeah.
Well, we were
I
cellmates.
knew you as long as I did for 2 days. And even though I'm sort of suspicious of Seraphim, but for the purposes of this, I hear voices we're going to try to rescue.
Have you asked what they want other than to be free?
I did not.
They might need food.
They did say, actually, they said they were hungry, so they would need food as well. Which we don't have a whole lot, but at least if we get them free, they can at least maybe salvage for themselves.
You go ahead and you guys just start digging and digging, and you pull back a rock, and you see what looks like to be some type of like extra bit of an alcove. Like this alcove continued onward, but there was some type of cave in.
Okay.
And you finally get like one rock free, and it gives you like a little bit of a peering hole into this extra alcove in the back.
Okay.
So you start. Do you keep on going?
Yep, we're gonna keep on going.
Well, can we peer through the hole first to look at these people?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay, sure. It's not advantage to 11.
You look in, and sort of like you can't really see anything in the dark.
Okay.
But dark
And
vision,
13.
bro. Gosh.
You look. It's kind of angled weird. This little hole. It's kind of angled weird, and you're sort of like looking upward. You can't really see down into this extra alcove.
Well, okay, so I'm going to use dancing lights then, since I have that in my back pocket.
Okay. So dancing lights.
Or
3 orbs of light kind of float into the alcove, and it brightens up the alcove.
Okay.
And you see 3 skeletons.
Wow, that's nice.
It's a good thing we didn't continue doing this.
That is smart. Okay, so I am going to be really freaked out. Walk back the other direction. Shock is grabbing me. I'm going to say, hey, I think this might be a trap, so let's start to get out of here.
Can we fill back in the little bit of holes that we kind of...
That's going back right in there.
You know what? That perfect piece of rock that we pulled out, I am putting it, I'm being like,
back.
And going right there.
Yeah. Nah, not so much.
I don't find anything wrong with the Chamber of Secrets.
I don't think this has any more secrets besides 3 skeletons.
All right,
No,
you
we're
guys gain all your health back, all your spell slots, full rest up, and we are gonna go take a little bit of a break, 5-minute break or so.
Okay, cool. Okay.
All right, see you guys in a couple.
Spell slots back. Excellent.
Hi, my name's John Wick, and I am the author and designer of games such as Legend of the Five Rings, Seventh Sea, Orc World, Houses of the Blooded, and other role-playing games that are not D&D. Mainly because I feel that D&D does the job it does, and other games have other spaces that they can explore and tell different kinds of stories. 7C, for example, is a game about what does it mean to be a hero and swashbuckling adventure and sorcery and things like that. But more than that, it's a game about difficult choices. I think role-playing games offer a really great opportunity to present difficult choices to players that challenge what they think their character is and also challenge things that they bring to the character. Role-playing games give you the opportunity to not just watch a hero on a screen or read about a hero in a book, but to actually not just walk in the hero's footsteps, but to make the hero's footsteps. That's why I think role-playing games are a unique literary medium. You aren't watching someone else have an adventure, you are having the adventure. And yes, that's in the guise of a character, but my goal as a GM is to make you not have the reaction, my character is in trouble, or my character is in love, or my character has to make a hard decision. But I want you to think, I am in love, I am in trouble, or I have to make a hard decision. And I don't think any other literary medium does that other than role-playing games. The author Umberto Eco, who wrote Foucault's Pendulum and Name of the Rose, he once said that the ultimate murder mystery would be where the reader finds out that they did it. And I don't think any other medium does that except role-playing games. So one of the reasons I'm really excited about this project is because I think that role-playing games offer players a safe space to make dangerous and difficult decisions. Because there's a level of distance between you and the character, you can explore things that, like in the same way that science fiction does. Science fiction can address things like racism and classism and difficult subjects like that because it happens in this other place far, far away. It's one of the reasons that Star Trek is so powerful. And role-playing games give players that same safe space of, well, this is somewhere else and this is happening to other people. And role-playing games give you the opportunity to explore those kinds of things. They don't have to be, hey, let's go and murder people who don't look like us so we can go through their pockets for spare change. You can discuss things like honor and duty and other heroic virtues that we apply to heroes and really ask difficult questions like, are those really virtues? What does courage mean? What does loyalty mean? What does love mean? All of these different things can be explored in a role-playing game because it's in a safe space where there's distance between you and what's going on in the story, but not a lot of distance.
Dexterity tanking, you'd get, I guess it depends on your tradition.
Yeah.
If you get the martial adept feat, you can get tripping blow, stunning strike, disarming blow. Those I think are really cool with the superiority dice. That could, it's already a little bit of fightery. I like playing. Oh, Monk is one of my. Like I said, Monk is one of my favorite classes.
They only made it better in Tasha's. Tasha's kind of gave it a little bit of a boost too. So.
Now, Joe, did they finally fix the grappler feat in Tasha's, or was that something that was errata before then? Because my friend was doing a monk that wants to be a grappler, and he. I wasn't sure if the grappler feat was still broken because it was referring to rules that just they never implemented.
Possibly. What they did is they actually included a. So first of all, they included actually some maneuvers for fighters that I think include a grappling strike. but also there's a fighting style. Their fighting style, unarmed fighting. Unarmed fighting is at the start of each of your turns. It encourages grappling because as you grapple, you can also do damage to the creature that you're grappling at the start of your turn. So, but as for the feat, was it actually fixed? I'm not sure. I don't know. All right. So, end of the day comes, morning, whatever morning is. You just sleep until you feel rested and you wake up. And where are you guys going?
I feel like we gotta go south a little now, because north we have the river. We gotta go south.
I agree. Keep going south.
Prince Darendil, sort of wakes up and stretches his big Quaggoth body and is like, oh my, I did not get barely a wink last night. I cannot sleep on this ground. I'm so used to the down feathers of my rock comforter and pillow.
I hear you. We will but the sooner we get to your land, the sooner you can get back to your bed and actually rest up.
Indeed. And you all start filing out of this alcove.
How is the Highness looking? How is His Highness looking?
Make a medicine check.
He was, dangerously emaciated or drained of his bodily fluids the last time we kind of took a good look at him. Alrighty. Not much of a bonus to that, but hey,
you don't need it. You don't need it.
He's still extremely pale. Looks extremely weak. He moves very slowly. He's not looking good.
All right. Well,
did he keep his food down at least? Oh, sorry, Shane.
Yes,
no. Go ahead. Because I can now do let's see, we can do some healing. So for him, he looks the worst out of all of us, right? He's the one that looks the most.
Absolutely, yeah. Even Sereth, who got that huge gash across.
Okay.
He seems to have wrapped it up tightly and looks to be doing better.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on the prince.
Okay.
At one level, and I can only do one, so we'll do submit.
Okay. You heal him for 6. And he sort of breathes a big sigh of relief and says, "Oh, I feel pretty good. I appreciate that. Oh, so pretty good."
Good.
I don't know if you watch.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah.
Pretty good. And he just sort of nods at you. And right. Well, gotta get my strength somehow to defeat that evil wizard that turned me into this freak of nature. And he sets forth. The twins wake up. They sort of are staying behind. Shushar is the last to sort of come out as he sort of wakes up. Starts waddling out. It's kind of like, in the Zelda. The Zora King. Takes 10 minutes for him to move.
And I'm like, dude, I could have climbed you faster.
Oh god. All right. Where are you guys going?
I feel like we gotta go south.
Yep.
Are we able to make sure that we move as a party?
Sure. Yeah, you stick close together. ahead. Stool sort of picks himself up and is like,
"Hey guys, we're gonna stick close together.
Stool.
Come on."
Oh, we love you, Stool.
And he spreads his spores so that you're all telepathic.
Yay!
I was gonna ask if he was gonna be able to do that.
Yeah, we can hear each other's thoughts, and if we stay within a vicinity, of like 30 feet or so we don't go too far, we can all hear each other. You'll know you go too far if you stop hearing people. Pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah.
Just pat the little toadstool person on the
As you
head.
pat it, it's sort of spongy. Sort of bounces up and down.
I don't need this description.
God.
All right, well, let's head south.
Yep, we head south.
Joe, are you able to just like grab us all at once and just move us, or no?
No, I can grab the NPCs. You move your tokens.
Oh, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Move your tokens wherever you
We'll move.
want to go. You guys could wander off. I don't know where you guys are going.
Sure.
There's a
We
fork
are
in
at
the
a
road.
fork on the road here, guys.
I use the fork as a weapon.
Waka waka.
Thank you.
You guys are going to hell.
Well, we're already there, so we're okay.
We are.
Well, at least we're waking our way down there, so it'll be fine. All right. I mean, yes, keep going. I think we still keep going south.
You don't want to take the fork? You want to just keep going southward?
I just want to keep going south.
Okay.
So straight down.
Yep.
All right. I'll follow with you.
Would you mind dancing some lights into this?
Oh yeah. I'll do the dancing lights. Yes.
Dancing lights? Okay.
Yes.
It's free. Like it's free real estate.
Yep. Might as well.
Over beyond.
Yeah, I think that'd be reasonable. So I need one there, and probably.
Yep. So there is like a giant rock that splits your way. So this is like a wall cavern.
Okay, so
actually, technically, you wouldn't be able to put the dancing light over here. Just all
I
three here.
just have to do down this way. Yep. Okay, that's fine. So I say, apparently I'm taking the lead on this. That's not gonna be a problem in any way.
You've got the dancing lights here, so.
Yeah.
I'll follow right with you.
Okay. Let's see. Let's keep moving. Okay. I'm gonna say slowly moving forward. I mean, there looks like. Yeah, let's just keep going south for right now.
It's like some nasty business over to our.
Yeah, I'm noticing that too. Let's just avoid that.
I mean, you can make a perception check if you want.
I'm gonna make.
I will make a perception with him as well.
Hang on, so.
Oh, we are good.
Yeah.
Tell us what this green crap is.
Yeah, they're actually various different fungi that are glowing in the dark. They're bioluminescent fungi, and Sereth speaks up, and Jorlun too, and they say, "There's night lights. The tall, tube-shaped bioluminescent mushrooms that sort of glow like a glow stick, and then amongst them, there's some other mushrooms as well. I'll tell you in a second.
That's fine.
Stool, do you mind if we pick these? I know they're, kind of your people.
There's also amongst the night lights, Stool sort of waddles down in and extends his roots downward, and he says,
That's okay. They're not sentient. They're they're just I mean, I prefer you didn't, but I understand. We're kind of in a little bit of a predicament. So, go for it. There's some night lights there, and I also sense some fire,
and you do see some what looks like to be pale orange white lichen that is sort of as you guys pass, it sort of leans towards you. And Stool says,
They grow in regions of geothermal heat. They're attracted to heat and grow in areas of heat. And, they can be fermented and added to spicy foods and things.
Spicy foods, that'd be good.
Okay.
I mean, I don't eat. That's just what I know. You humanoids do. You like your spice. I just like a nice cup of dirt.
Do we know that if we touch these things, whether it has any detrimentous effects?
Oh no. I mean, you don't want to like touch them and then touch your eyes, that'll burn. But you can add it to stews and all sorts of stuff like that.
Okay. So what do we want to do with it?
I'll pick some night lights and some fire caps or whatever they're called.
so you go over and
Can't imagine having a couple glow sticks is a bad idea.
Sarah says, do you need any help with that? And Turvey says, I got it. I can help too.
Well, I don't see the problem with having a little extra lights. Why don't you harvest some of the glow sticks and I'll grab some of these stranger ones.
Go ahead and make a survival check to see if you're able to like grab them up from the ground as a whole and not like just rip them out and destroy them.
Oof.
You're doing a shitty job. You like grab one and you just squeeze it too hard and it just oozes and you get all this like red hot sauce on your hand.
I come up to him and I say, gentle, be mindful of what you're doing.
Turvey goes like this, and he goes and tries to pull one out and it's stuck and he's like, tries to pull it and he pulls it, and as he pulls it, like a huge root and bottom part of the fungus comes out, and you start seeing cracks in the ground as the ground falls away. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
You went up to him, so yes, you, Patrick.
Oh my goodness.
Meowstar, you make it. Sereth is gonna have to try. He was there. All right. Enter. Oops.
I mean, my survival was much nicer than his. I'm just gonna let you guys know that. I was caressing these fire camps.
The ground begins to crumble away, and Meowster, you're able to quickly hop back and you take a couple steps back as your cat reflexes just go. And Sereth wasn't fully ready to start picking, so he's sort of at the edge. But Patrick and Turvey, the ground crumbles beneath you, and you fall into darkness.
Oh Lord.
You both take 9 bludgeoning damage as you fall 30 feet downward, what you estimate to be 30 feet.
We need to grab him. So how stable is that ground, like on the edge? Does that look like it's stable, or does it look?
It looks make a nature check as you're sort of looking at the ground.
Okay, nature check.
I will help him because I am right there as well.
Okay.
We get that.
With the help, you get the advantage with the help.
Please?
Yep. With the help.
Oh my god.
So you're looking at the ground, and you can see sort of what's happened is that this entire area is there must be some type of sinkhole here. Actually, let me also show it here because you guys actually activated it. So let me. There's some type of sinkhole here, and a lot of the mushroom growth and the roots have just cracked the ground, making the ground over the sinkhole extremely weak and brittle. And it's just collapsed. It looks like the edges, like you shouldn't really pass. I'll kind of draw a little bit of a line. You can't really. Can you see that?
No.
Oh, no, you can't.
Nope.
Hold on.
Yes,
Yep.
I can see that. Yep.
So
okay.
there to there is just crumbled.
Okay.
You look down and you see Patrick, I guess grabbing your leg. You twisted your ankle. Turvey looks also. He's curled up and huddled up in sort of a ball, like a fetal position, and he's sort of rocking back and forth.
Turvey, are you okay? Nod once for yes, two for no.
Get away.
All right. I twisted my ankle, but
Get
I
away.
won't hurt you.
You need to get away.
Oh, I'll take a step back, but, as long as I can still kind of see them.
And as he turns around, you see his entire face has changed into what looks like to be some type of ferocious, foaming rat.
Oh, so they were a were-rat and a deep gnome. Oh, yay.
And his beady eyes look towards you, and he speaks with one last breath. I told you to get away! As he lunges forward towards you. We're gonna end there.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Curses. Well done, Joe. Very nice.
All right, guys.
All
Hope
right.
you enjoyed.
We did.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
That was
Well
good.
done, Joe. Very well done.
This is the end of Patrick Butter.
So,
We
well,
don't know yet.
we don't know that because I have climbing ability as a person. So there's the potential I could come down and save you.
Trapped in a hole with a were-rat.
So, what I know outside of game about were-rats is that they have immunity to damage that is non-magical.
I don't know if you caught Shane, how Topsy was asking you about.
What
Fine.
day of the week? No, I didn't catch that till now. So, well done.
Well, that probably means that we're also going to have Turvey up here.
Yeah, they're both going to be churning. I wouldn't have never got that. Yeah, I admit it was a weird question to ask, but I interpreted it as he was so dazed and confused he was losing track of time.
I think that would have probably like sent it over for us. Would have been like, had he been like, was it the full moon or what?
I couldn't say.
Yeah.
But you could
I know.
you could have done that because then it would have been like,
didn't know how to...
we know what's happening. We need
yeah,
to kill him
and
now.
I was just trying to play it with, yeah, I wouldn't have even mentioned
This is a lesson to all DMs. Don't give stuff away so easily.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to surprise your players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right,
guys.
All right.
We might be playing like at the late month, right? At the 26th, Tony?
Yeah. The next time we're going to be playing is the 26th because I'm gone the next 2 weeks. And Joe,
okay.
you're not available on the 19th.
Yep.
So it's on the 26th, it goes back to our normal schedule.
Okay.
And I'll make sure to note that. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Until next time.
Until next
Have a
time,
good night,
everyone.
guys.
Good night.